Hi friends, I hope you are doing so amazing today. My name is Colby Sharp. I'm a fifth grade teacher in Michigan, and today we're going to be talking about Janae Marks' debut novel, From the Desk of Zoe Washington. And before I tell you about this amazing book, I just want to take a moment to talk about the importance of supporting debut authors. It is such a wild time to publish your very first book. With COVID-19, with things being locked down, with book events being canceled, with so many independent bookstores being closed or having limited number of people that can come in, it is more important than ever that we give debut authors a chance. Things are much different than they were 20 years ago when Kate DiCamillo's Because of Winn-Dixie first came out, and bookstore owners were hand selling that book to reader after reader after reader. And Book Expo America was happening, and Kate was able to share this amazing book, and it was getting all kinds of buzz. Things are much different. Yes, we have the internet, but for so many authors, they have spent their entire lives getting ready, preparing, writing, rewriting, and just chasing their dream to have their debut book come out. And now their debut books are coming out in a world where they can't go to classrooms, where they can't go to libraries, where they can't go to bookstores, where they can't do these events. And it is just so much harder right now for someone like Janae Marks to get this beautiful book, this thing that she has spent so much time creating, into the hands of readers than maybe for someone like a Kate DiCamillo or a Jason Reynolds or these well-established authors. So before I say anything else, I just want to say, please, please, please support debut authors. Find authors that their first book is coming out in 2020 and read them and share them and shout your love for them from the rooftops, because we need to make sure that these amazing authors continue to be able to write books, that they have the financial means necessary to write books, and that comes from us buying their books. So support debut authors. Are you ready? Let's go. Before COVID-19 shut down schools in the United States, I was teaching fifth grade, and one of my students was telling me about this beautiful book, From the Desk of Zoe Washington. He was reading it like a madman. He just couldn't stop turning pages, and every day he had asked me if I read the book, which made no sense because he had the only copy in our class. And I promised him that I would, and I wanted to read it, but then the school all of a sudden closed. And then I didn't have access to my classroom. So it wasn't until this summer when I went back into my classroom and I saw this book, and it brought back all of those memories that I had of my young reader reading From the Desk of Zoe Washington, that I snatched it and I began reading, and I immediately fell madly in love with this book and this 12-year-old girl, Zoe Washington. It is the story of Zoe, who I think it's on her 12th birthday, or right on her 12th birthday, she comes home and she notices there is a letter for her, and it comes from a prison. And she is very confused because she has never got a letter from a prison before. And the letter is from her father, Marcus, who has been in prison her entire life. She has never met Marcus. She has had no correspondence with Marcus. He was convicted of murder shortly after Zoe's mom became pregnant with Zoe, and Zoe's mom has kept the two apart. And come to find out through these letters, he's actually been writing her and writing her and writing her, but her mom has shielded her from these letters, not wanting her to have interaction with this man convicted of murder, who happens to be her biological father. And Zoe writes him back secretly. And then they just start having this correspondence where they're writing back and forth. Zoe's grandmother finds out, so then the letters are being mailed to the grandmother's house, so the mom doesn't find out. As you can imagine, probably not the best idea to not tell the mother what's going on, but it makes for an amazing story. Zoe wants to know more about her father. She wants to know why he did this, committed this crime, why he murdered this person. And he tells her he doesn't really want to talk about that. He wants to focus on the future. He wants to know about her. But he does say that he is innocent. And so he's like, yeah, of course you would say that. But then as she begins to dig deeper and she begins to get more curious about her father, and she starts to hear things from other people about her father, she is just curious, could he have really committed this crime? And you will find out in reading this amazing book, From the Desk of Zoe Washington. It is a 5-star book. It is a can't-miss book. It's going to be on 20 or 30 state award lists. It is just a book for all middle grade readers. I cannot wait to get back to the classroom to share From the Desk of Zoe Washington with a new group of readers. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting debut authors. We must support them because their books matter, right? None of us had heard of Jason Reynolds before his books came out. None of us had heard of Kate DiCamillo before because of Winn-Dixie. This might be the next great American author. You never know. My name is Colby Sharp. Thank you for tuning in. Have an awesome-tastic day and happy reading.